Shalom, welcome to A Faithful Life. My name is Emunah Yisrael, and this is day number 13 of the Proverbs Challenge. What stuck out to me today, the gem jewel of the day is, the soul of the sluggard desire and have nothing, but the soul of the diligent shall be made fat. The soul of the sluggard desire and have nothing. To me, the sluggard is the person not only physically lazy, but mentally lazy as well, emotionally lazy, because we can desire or covet on many levels. We could covet somebody's peace, we could covet somebody's family, we can covet somebody's outfit, somebody's car, somebody's house. It says, but the sluggard desire and wanteth nothing. It's the person who goes, ooh, that's nice. And they do, they get the eye thing going on. Ooh, I like it. But they really just want it, and they wish they could go there and rip it off the person real quick. And, or in their mind they're doing it, they would never dare do it in person. But the sluggard is the person who, as we would like to say, wanty and licky. Everything they see they want, but they don't want to work for it. They don't want to put in the energy or the effort that somebody else has. All they want to do is desire or covet another person's things. And as we know, commandment number 10, thou shalt not covet, because it leads to a whole lot of other things. It says here, but the soul of the diligent shall be made fat. The person who's diligently applying themselves to improving, or diligently applying themselves to whatever it may be, their goals or whatever. But you always have what they say in today's vernacular as a hater. Or back in the day, we said them ready eye. Mean that everything they see, or also known as the green eye, you know how they eyes start doing like this. The green eye, where everything they see they want, but they don't want to work for it. So I thought that one was interesting. Let us pray that we don't have that quality, and if we do, let us try to get us out of it, because that quality only just keeps you watching other people and never manifests your destiny. And before you know it, life is not promised. Tomorrow it's up, and nobody's known from day to day, and you wasted your whole time looking at what somebody else was doing and never wanted to achieve your own goals and desires. So I thought that was interesting. If I jump down to 10, only by pride come contention, but with the well-advised is wisdom. Sorry, that's the baby. She's my co-host for the day. Only by pride come contention. I thought that was interesting. And he said only by pride come contention. And we know pride is connected to the ego. So when two egos is fighting and going at it, then there's going to be a lot of arguing and beefing, because nobody really wants to back down. And what I personally, put your hands up. My name is Emunah, and I am working on myself. I'm just saying. It's not an AA meeting. It's a AAM meeting. Anger management. My name is Emunah, and I am working on it. Put my hand up. So here, only by pride come contention, but with well-advised is wisdom. When we put down the pride for a minute, put down the ego, go within ourselves to find out what the real problem is. What is it that we're really angry about? What is it that we're really hurt about? What is it that we're really expecting from other people? Because a lot of times when we're angry with people, it's expectation. And ever since I was young, I have to give my parents credit. Big up to mommy, big up to daddy. I got it, big up. Because, I'm about to digress for a second. When I was younger, they would always say, every disappointment is for a good. And no 9, 10, 11, 12 year want to hear, every disappointment is for a good. You wanted to go outside, it's raining, every disappointment is for a good. You didn't do good in this thing, every disappointment is for a good. You know what I'm saying? Until when I grew big, I said, that's an interesting saying. Because every disappointment, if you look for the good within it to understand, then it won't really be as much of a disappointment if we understand what went into it. Let me see if I can clarify myself. In this one it says, only by pride come contention. So I was talking about people, how it is that we can, because sometimes I lose myself too. I was talking about people, how it is that the ego really pops up because we're upset. Sometimes when we're yelling and screaming, it comes from hurt. A lot of the times. You're angry, why? Because most of the times you're hurt. You're hurt because you're hurt. So when we expect more of another person, that's the expectation. And sometimes it's without merit. Sometimes we put that expectation, and they've never proven that they are even capable or able to live up to that expectation. So I would say, I'm a statistic person, and at this point I ain't gonna front. A large majority of the time, we are our own disappointment. We are disappointed ourselves because we did not assess the situation properly. We were not diligent in observation, and when the person doesn't live up to it, we're mad. Our ego is bruised, and now we begin to contend with them because we want to try to force them to do what we want them to do, how we want them to do it. And oftentimes it doesn't happen. The pride comes in and we're fighting. It says, but with the well-advised is wisdom. See? Advice. Well-advised. So when we're looking at a new person, get some counsel. Get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 persons who know this individual. Again with the cultural movies. I digress. But again with the cultural movies, what I found was if you don't live in their village and you try to go out and bring some, because a lot of the children now, they go out, they go to school and they go to the university and they come back and they bring another tribe, or they bring another, and they're like, whoa, who is this? We don't know them. One went as far as to say, I don't know who this person is. They could be some kind of mental illness in their family. They could have schizophrenia or something. The reality is, gone are the days when we grew up around people where we know their upbringing, where we know how they was at 12, how they was at 5. Your parents know their parents and the grandparents know the grandparents. There is wisdom in that. Because what does it say here? But with the well-advised. Sometimes we pick up people, again with the self-praise, that's no recommendation. We have to stop picking up people where we know nothing about, and we don't take any time to check sources. We don't ask their parents, we don't check their siblings to see how they were, what type of individual this is. Our job does more checking on who they're gonna hire than we do in picking up people in relationships. I know I said it, don't be mad at me, but it's real. The job does more searching than we do when we just see the person. Oh, he cute. Oh, yeah, she got it going on. And you ready to just, oh, I'm gonna marry. That's wifey material. You know nothing about the person. You don't know how clean they are. You don't know you don't know anything except for what they're telling you and what you're seeing. And a lot of the issues that arise is because we're ill-advised, which now we're seeing in Proverbs 10 that is not very wise. Lastly, I wanted to touch on verse 24. He that spared his rod hate his son, but he that loved him chastised him betimes. Now, in a day where children get $500 phones, I'm going to talk a little patois. I'm going to slow down for those who don't understand. In the day when children get $500 phones and $1,000 computers, in the time where their sneakers cost more than your car payment, right? And you send them to school and they're texting in the class, and on the iPhone, what is it called? iPhone, iPad, and everybody else. Everybody is I. This is a problem because we're not showing our children the reality of the real world. And when they go out there, they have a rude awakening for them. And what they're gonna turn around and say is, Mommy, Daddy, you did not prepare me for life. Or they will begin to be spoiled brats who go into the workplace and think that everybody owes them something and create a havoc in society, because they never magically just change. If we don't put what they need inside of them, then they might have to do like a whole lot of therapy and a whole lot of counseling to begin to come out of the little funk that they're in. So let's take a tip from Solomon on this. Spare the rod, hate the son. Don't spare it, apply it. And the rod could also be of correction. Your mouth is discipline. Your sternness with them is discipline. I'm not advising you going there beating up the child, and no. What is discipline is the way in which we live is discipline. Did we know that the discipline that we live, because a lot of times we want the child to do what we don't do. We want the child to eat vegetables and we don't eat vegetables. We want the child to have manners and we don't have any. We want the child to say please and thank you and we never say please and thank you. This is contradictory, and long time monkey see, monkey do. Monkey don't hear and do, monkey see, monkey do. So parents, to be parents, children who one day will become parents, let us not forget this wisdom in 13 and 24, because too many of our children have grown up thinking that this was the way, and we got some 50, 60, 70-year-old 3-year-olds. And if I don't get my way, you better be careful that they don't start jumping up and down and throw themselves on the ground. I'm sorry, I digress. With that, this is Emunah Yisrael. It's been a long day, but I had to get my Proverbs challenge in. If you have not seen the other videos, please look. Y'all know I'm gonna do the point, right? See, 2 points, right here. We're gonna subscribe here, and we're gonna see the rest of the videos here, 1 through day 12. So this is the prop. So thank you for joining us and have a good day. See you tomorrow. Shalom.